Hello and welcome to CIO 510 city roadshow in India. After completing 8 cities, now we are at God's own country, that's Kerala in Kochi. And we are seeing this event is building up, and by the time that will be starting, there will be enough people for us. There are two parts to this event. We have resource persons, we have the subject experts who will be sitting on the stage and discussing on different topics, mainly around digital transformation, business transformation, and the mandate of the boardroom, how the IT leaders are looking at planning, creating strategy. Up the stage also, we are trying to take feedback from the senior leaders. Now I have Mr. Prince Joseph, he is Group CIO for NeST Group, SFO Technologies. Prince, thank you for coming in, and thank you for encouraging us to bring this event to Kochi.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for listening to my request and accepting the request and coming to God's own country. And it's wonderful to have you here. As I understand, you have actually been through about 10 odd cities, and this is the penultimate destination.
Absolutely.
And you're winding it up in Coimbatore. So I hope you have a good event here. We are looking forward to what's going to happen here and the discussions. And quite a few things are planned, and the agenda looks good.
Excellent. So, I mean, India is a diverse country. There are sectors also, there are cities also which represent different sectors. What is the opportunity in Kochi, or for that matter in Kerala?
See, the thing about Kerala is everybody thinks of Keralites as people who are working or always looking to move abroad. But the real narrative right now should be more reflective of the truth on the ground. The info park area, smart cities, the kind of industries that's coming up. For a place like Kerala, what I've seen over the last 5 to 10 years, there's a vibrancy, there's a whole new generation that's coming up, that's talented, that's working in new technologies, that's very keen on innovation. And you can see the number of startups also coming in with the Kerala Startup Mission. And this whole place is looking to be another mini Silicon Valley of sorts. We can also see that we are attracting people like Sridhar Vembu, who is coming and setting himself here. We can see that Keynes is coming and setting themselves here. We've been lucky to have our roots here, and SFO has grown over the last 3 decades. And we can see all the majors having GDCs or GCCs being set up in Cochin. And this is, at the moment, not too far behind a Bangalore or a Hyderabad. It is not the same dynamic, but this is a far better place in terms of slower pace, good people, great food, less traffic, and a very welcoming attitude.
Excellent. What is the incentive for those people who will be coming from other cities from a job perspective? People, whenever you say that Bangalore, they hop into it. What is there? Kochi, of course, is very natural, surrounded by everything.
Correct.
What somebody
Correct.
needs.
Yeah, I mean the good thing about Cochin and Kerala is the natural beauty that God has bestowed on this place.
Absolutely.
Right, and the other part is people who come here, we don't see that they want to leave very quickly. We find that they're actually trying to come here and settle a little bit. But whereas in Bangalore and all, you find the attrition rate to be so high. But here you notice that the attrition rates are a fraction of what it is in a big city like that. So you're also trying to become a part of the family. You're also trying to see how you can do the best of both worlds. Balancing, it's actually not a great term to use, balancing work and life. But here, if there's any place in India you can try and do that, Kochi is a place where you can do it. Because if I were to just give my example, it takes me 10 minutes to go to work. If the traffic is more than 15 minutes, I find, okay, this is bad, but which is nothing compared to the real traffic mess and the chaos that you see in the other metros. So the amount of time you get back into life to apply into other avenues is incredible. So
excellent. That's really nice and incentivizing for those people who are looking for alternative than the the metros.
Yeah. And the thing is, once people are here, you'll see that while there's a lot of Malayalis, they're also, very well read, well connected with the politics part of it, industry part of it, and they're extremely keen on technology. And you would see that, they would want to try and adopt whatever is happening in there. And the other part is, I think the org structures here and the culture, while it's not as dynamic as what you see in other places, it is exactly what you need to build an organization.
All right, now if you look at the geopolitical situation, entire universe is affected because of certain decisions and certain political motivation. It's impacting the entire ecosystem. IT is not also exception. So there is a mandate from most of the organization, the management mandates to go digital from business transformation standpoint, or for that matter, any other department. So what's the mandate that you are getting from the organization, and what are the challenges that you are facing from digital standpoint, and how AI is playing into it?
So, every organization is probably rethinking how they should be looking at digital, how they should be adopting it. We've had a sort of a reflection internally ourselves. We've got a project that is, codenamed as NeST X. It is DEO, Digital Enterprise Operations. Now that's going to be looking at a complete remodeling of the way we are doing business right now, looking at how do we do our interactions with customers, how can we improve that, how can we reduce friction, how can we reduce latency, how can we ensure that the kind of tools that we have at our disposal, how can we make it democratized to the whole community. See, at the moment, even if you look at AI tools, people are using ChatGPT, but in an enterprise, what do? You block it because you're afraid of the kind of data that might go out there. But what we are also trying to do is to create LLM filters that says that if what your prompt is sanitized, then please, this can go to any LLM. In fact, what we're trying to do is to create a gateway that lets them pick any LLM of choice, whether it's Grok or Llama or Claude or Minstrel or Perplexity or ChatGPT. So you get to see the different flavors. But only thing you're mandating is make sure that what you're putting out there, which goes to the LLM, is a query which is sanitized. So, but at least it makes it available rather than blocking. So you can say that it's a gate, not a roadblock. So it's a guardrail with protection, which allows that. So the enterprise wants to also, we're working through the point where we want to see productivity, we want to see impact, we want to show our customers that we are actually now on the cutting edge of using all of this and delivering quality service back to them.
Excellent. So that's one thing. From the business transformation point of view, there are so many things in your hand, so many projects you must have taken up. What are the real challenges from a digital standpoint, non-AI? Of course, AI is one thing that you want to solve with AI.
Yeah. No, the thing is, now there's a desire to do a lot more stuff. And the other part is what has happened with phones and all. Everybody is using AI a lot more on smartphones than on the enterprise systems. And enterprise systems always lag behind. Now, what has happened with the new tool sets is the shadow IT part and all that, even that has become a little less, because rather than shadow IT, the business user is now exposed to so many things that they can just go and use themselves. You don't even need to figure out there's an IT anymore. So maybe it's shadow IT, maybe it's an extension saying that the IT is just dissolved a little bit. So how do you control that? So the desire to go and move fast to adopting something like this, plus putting in some controls around it.
Okay.
So this is a balance that's going to be a job which is tough for a CIO now, and that's what you need to get right.
All right, Prince, thank you very much for taking time out.